Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. It's worth covering BNB again because BNB has potentially completed this triangle pattern. We talked about that already in the last video. It was forming nicely as, as I said, an Elliott Wave triangle, like a sideways range that we can see here on the chart. Wave 4 corrections, which this one potentially is, in fact, a wave 4 of C of 3. These wave 4 corrections tend to form sideways corrections, not so much triangles in this current cycle. I haven't seen many triangles really in this cycle, and I'm not confident it is a triangle. At the moment it looks like one, at least an Elliott Wave triangle, and at the moment it is a valid one. But I have seen a lot of these in this current cycle, not so much in the last cycle, but in the current cycle, transform into something different. For example, they can easily turn into a wider correct flat structure or a WXY pattern. And therefore, even if we see a breakout to the downside, then we have the next Fibonacci levels there as support already, ready for use basically. The $427 level is the key support level that distinguishes bullish from bearish momentum, which means that even if this triangle pattern is not a triangle and breaks to the downside, because as a triangle it should really break up. But if it breaks to the downside, it could just, again, have turned into like a WXY structure and then move up from there. It's worth just knowing what the relevant support levels are. And as I said, the next ones are 470 and 427. Below 427, the idea of an unfolding fourth wave within an overall C wave impulse to the upside that is part of a larger third wave, that's not valid anymore. Okay, we don't want a wave 4 break below the 50% retracement, not in an impulse. It would then have to be something different, something very unclear. I prefer that the price finds support in this region. I don't know if it's going to break out directly as a triangle to the upside or if it's testing the lower support levels. I can only share with you that typically an ideal target for a fourth wave is the 38.2 retracement. That's in this case $470. It's not super reliable, but most fourth waves would get there typically. Now, however, if we get a triangle, then this is often not reached, but triangles are rare. Then they might look like triangles first, but then eventually break to the downside, catch people out, and then still rally because the overall trend is still up, even if we break it to the downside. That's why I'm highlighting the box on the chart as support box, relevant for this current scenario. If we see a break to the upside, the next upside targets for wave 5 of C of 3 are $709 to $807. And this would be a target for an overall third wave, okay? And then we should get still another 4 and 5. And this fifth wave to the upside should then possibly send the price to around about $1,300, $1,400 plus. So BNB could be on its way to new all-time highs. However, this consolidation needs to finish first. At the moment, it looks like a bullish pennant. All right. Again, in the current market, because everybody typically expects these to just straight away break to the upside, they might test lower support first before moving up. But then you have the levels already here. Looking at the short term, you can see that this looks like a completed triangle. A triangle consists of 5 waves typically. Third wave finished here on the 16th of March, then an A wave down, a B wave up, a C wave down, D wave up, E wave down. And important is that now, to keep this triangle alive, the C wave low is not broken, and that's at $515. So if there is a break, then 470 would be the next support, but not in a triangle anymore. And then a break above the D wave high at $620 is a first indication that a low has formed. Breakout confirmation is a break above 630. And then we should get to the next upside targets and resistances. If we take a look at the BNB long-term chart, just to give you an idea of where we are in the larger cycle, then you can see here, so you can see the structure here actually. This actually shows the long-term support already, or more substantial support for an entire fourth wave pullback. But I think this C wave should get one more high, obviously. Could obviously be something more bearish, but then we won't know until we break below support. And this already shows you where the all-time high was. That's the green line here at $690. And then next larger degree upside target is at 1320. That's my update about BNB. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.